Hello, everybody. We are live. I hope you can see again here. So we are live. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. It seems that I'm having a bit difficulties with my camera, but yeah, tell me, guys, if you can see me, please. I'm not able to see myself on this screen. So today we are doing a LemonAid Thursday. As every Thursday, we have something that will help people basically with their questions. So I come on and then I answer their questions live. And for some reason, my camera is not working. So please tell me if you could see me. I don't think you can see me, but please tell me if you can, because I'm not quite sure why. Don't see just the slides. Okay, I think today we will need to do everything without the camera itself. Okay, here we go. I think you can see me now. So hopefully this fixed it. So hello everybody one more time. There was just a bit of a glitch at my side, but thank you very much for letting me know. I had Gary Lynn Baker here saying that don't see just the slides, so this helped me fix it. Yeah, so as you know, we are doing a LemonAid Thursday. I had your questions here, and of course, in case you will have any questions during the time, please pop them into the comments below. And yeah, so as you know, the rules are I'm drinking my lemonade here and I am answering questions. Once the lemonade is finished, this lemonade glass is a bit smaller than the other ones I had at home. I am on the Adriatic coast at this moment in an apartment which my family rented, and we are enjoying ourselves in summer a bit. So at this moment, we don't have a big glasses. So this will probably be a shorter lemonade session. I will answer everybody's questions, but yeah, we'll try to keep it shorter and not the 2 hour and 2.5 hour long sessions as we did last times. Yeah, so in case you have any questions related to anything inside GrooveFunnels, would it be GrooveKart, GrooveSell, Groove Affiliate, anything technical, or just any questions whatsoever about this software, please let me know. And then, as Christine already typed it out, please mention Q and then a question so that I know that this question was meant for me. There is people sometimes answering each other's questions in the comment section, so just please put Q or question dash and then your question. This will let me know that this question was meant for me, so I can answer it live. This will make it easier for me to see it, and then once I'm scrolling through everything, I can see it very clear. Okay, something like Ilya did. So he put Q dash and then his question over here. I will answer your question, Ilya, very soon. I had just a couple of questions before this one. So you may have seen my post today with this smiley lemonade glass. I actually asked, do you have any questions you want me to answer or demonstrate? And then I have received quite a few comments here. So I will go through a few of them, then a few from the comment section here below the live stream, and then again continue with these. So there is quite a few questions. I didn't want to just copy paste them over to Google Doc, so I will just leave them here. I will read them from these slides over here on Facebook from the comments. Yeah, so tell me, guys, where are you watching from and that you are here? Just mention, hi, David, I'm here. I want to welcome you officially here on these videos, as always, by your name, so that you can actually know that this is going live. So just tell me, hi, David, I'm watching from here and here. And then basically your name in case you haven't joined us yet previously on these live streams. As always, Dean is here, so I can see your profile image and your name finally, Dean. So Dean is having some difficulties when he's watching us from Facebook, even though he approves the platform so that it shows his name. It doesn't show it through Facebook, but now, Dean, I can see your name through YouTube. So thank you very much for that one. Tamara is here saying good morning. I have Gary Lynn Baker saying howdy. Okay, Yusuf Askul is here saying yes, welcome. David David Millions saying you're hiding. Yeah, this was related to the beginning of the video when I didn't have my camera running, but now it's fixed. Okay, pum pum pum. Christine is here saying hello everyone. Let me just here. Jimmy is here. Hi, David from Montreal, Canada. Perfect. So Tamara is saying hi, David. She is from Ukaipa. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but welcome, Tamara. It's good to have you here. Awesome. So we have a good crew over here. We have quite a few people watching us. So I think I would start with the questions. I will start with a couple from here, as I said, and then I will jump over to the questions that I have in the comment section on Facebook and on YouTube. So just please type in your questions, and then I will get to them very, very shortly. So Wrong Cloth is asking, I built a site of a template and an SEO audit shows that it has two H1 tags. One H1 tag is fine, but the other just says there is a blank tag. How can I tell which block has that blank H1 tag in it and delete it? So this is a very good question from Ron. What I think that it could be a bug on our side, or it could be a bug on their side. Could be that it's just that this SEO audit software shows H1, but it actually is not H1. What I would recommend you, Ron, is not to be bothered by this one, because this will take off the focus from your main thing, what you're trying to do. And the main thing you're trying to do is set up a website, share it with the world. If one H tag is something that is taking away your focus, I would just recommend you to not focus on that one. Try to check it with other SEO audit software in case this happens again. But even if it does, just leave this H1 tag. It will not make or break anything. Just focus on the bigger goal, and then just go out there and try to make the most awesome website you can. Okay, so Amber asked, can we accept PayPal and Stripe on the same funnel? And I need to tell you that it is possible. You can also set up multiple PayPal accounts and multiple Stripe accounts in the same funnel. And let me just quickly jump in and show you how you can do it. I also mentioned this to Amber, that I clicked the like over here, and then she asked, does this mean yes? I said yes, but I will demonstrate it in live sessions. So this is where I will be demonstrating it. So when I jump into the app.groovefunnels.com, this is our GrooveFunnels dashboard for everybody that is just joining us, that is new. If we go to GrooveSell, this is the platform that is used to create your products, and then to make your products be sold through your website. So GrooveSell is for that. When we click on the funnels tab here, you can see your products that you set up, and in case you didn't set up any, you can just set them up through here. I'll just go to the section that Amber was asking if we can set up multiple PayPal accounts. So if you come, Amber, and then try to set up your product here in the gateway section. Let's just jump over to the gateway section. You can see that there is PayPal and credit cards. So in case you still don't have any PayPal or Stripe set up, you can just click over here to set up gateways. And then you can set up your gateways over here. As you can see, I have a couple of PayPal accounts that I was testing. So I'll just show you how you can use that one. I also have one Stripe test account that I set up for one of the previous tutorial videos that I was showing. So to set up Stripe and PayPal to work together, you need to add them over here first. So in the setup gateways, you need to add them over here. And then back in the payment gateways, you add on the PayPal account that you want to work with. As you saw, I had 3 of them. I will choose that I want to work with this live account over here, and I want to work with this LemonAid live account, Lemon Media live account, live number 2. So these are my 2 PayPal accounts. And then I also want to work with a Stripe account. So once you're here on the PayPal, it is asking you to type in some numbers. These numbers are deciding on how much percent of the transactions that are of the people that are clicking to pay with PayPal will see one account and we'll see the other account. So what I mean by this is, let's say you have 100 people click that they want to pay with PayPal. If you set this up 50-50, that means that 50% of the people will make the payment to the first Lemon Media account, and the second part of this 50% will be making the payment to your other PayPal account. This is used to mitigate risk as something like this. So this is to not overwhelm one of your accounts. Let's say you do like $15,000 on one of your accounts, and then PayPal says, whoa, wait, this is a lot of money. We need to shut this PayPal account down before we know what actually is happening. So this is the way you can actually balance it out. So you can do multiple PayPal accounts, you can do multiple credit card accounts. It will be the same thing. So now you can see I set up my PayPal, I set up my credit card, and I go on and set up the whole product. I will just exit it and I will show you here. So this was the LemonAid demo. I will show you how it looks like once you go, and then so it will be one step, multi-price. I'll just leave it as it is. Generate link. So it will be showing you both, so the PayPal and the Stripe options. So we're just loading in the checkout page. This was the thing I clicked on very quickly because I just want to show you how it looks like. There is no technical knowledge needed in this one. I just want you to see, so you can actually have a demo of how it would look like. Okay, so here it will show up to pay with a credit card or to pay with PayPal. As you see, now Amber was asking, can we do it? I am saying yes, and this is how you can do it. So now we have PayPal and credit card options for the people to pay with either or. So Amber, this is the answer to your question, and this was a short demonstration so you can know how to set this up. Okay. Okay, so I will just jump in before Kevin's question. I will jump in to answer some of these questions from here. Okay, I have Trevelyan Holistic also watching us here. I forgot to mention his name. And okay, I have Yoshi join us here. Hi, David, and all Groove Nation members. Hi, Yoshi. Paul Jones is here. Hello, Yoshi, and also the rest of the Groove member. Nice to see you again, David. Thank you very much, Paul. It's good to have you here as well. Okay, so let me just jump into the question that we had previously. I think the first question was from Ilya. He said, when will GrooveMail be available, David? So GrooveMail will be coming out very soon, Ilya. This will be in our July 15, starting from July 15 rollout launch. So if you didn't watch the Groovion video, which I shared yesterday as well, let me just show you where you can get that. In this Groovion video, Mike Filsame, or Phil Same as they call him in America, he explained exactly why are we doing a rollout launch and not everything at the same time. If we do everything at the same time, it will overwhelm our support, and basically the number of questions coming in related to the new software and new products will be just too high for us to cope with at the same time. So we will publish one software and then a couple of updates on GroovePages, and then maybe another software different days and different times. So it is actually easier for us to manage the support tickets, easier for us to manage the training videos that I will be doing during those times. So it will be a rollout launch, not a full-on launch that we sorry that we put out everything at the same time. Okay, so once you are here in the Facebook group, once you click here on the announcements button in the popular topics and posts, you can see this video I created yesterday on this important information. This is basically what I shared now. And then here, if you scroll down, here is the link to see the Groovion video where Mike explained everything on why we are doing this one and when exactly is each one of these platforms coming. So just come over here and then check it out. Okay. Let's just see the next question from here. Okay. I have a question from Youssef Askul. I'm lifetime member regarding GrooveKart. Can I use same email to access it? So Youssef, for platinum members, for lifetime members that purchased the platinum deal, you are able to access GrooveKart from the email that you received. So when you signed up for an account, you should have received an email: welcome to GrooveFunnels, and welcome to GrooveKart, and welcome to Groove Digital Academy. So with the information from welcome to GrooveKart, this is what you would need to put in to actually access GrooveKart. Once you type in your normal email and just the password that you use for GrooveFunnels into the GrooveKart dashboard, it is a high probability that it will not be working. And this is because GrooveKart is still at this moment on a separate system from GrooveFunnels. So they are at this moment not communicating, and they are not under the same platform. Once they are on the same platform, you will be able to log in using the same information, but at this moment you would need to have separate information for that. So if you didn't receive an email with your GrooveKart access details, please contact support and they will be able to help you with that one. They can send it out again. It is an automatic process that is sending out, but sometimes it has some hiccups. So in case you didn't receive it, please check your spam folder first. The second thing is contact support in case you don't have it in your spam folder. This will make it easier for you to see actually the login details for your GrooveKart account. Okay, so I have Carolee joined us here. Spontaneous Education is saying hi. Hello, good to have you here. Prakash is saying hello, David. Hi, Prakash, good to have you here. What about multiple languages for so for multiple languages for GrooveFunnels platform, at this moment we are not working on this one. We will be adding on multiple languages later down the line. At this moment we are focusing on getting the functionality, the page building, the selling of products, the membership platform, and everything, the functionality of the software, so that in English, so in the first language English, and then later on, once these are almost finished or very close to finish, we will be actually going out there and then translating them to other languages as well, because we have a worldwide audience, and of course we want everybody to have something on their own languages. First, as you know, we will start with the big languages. The first language you will see are the Portuguese language for the Brazilian and the Portuguese market, then the later languages down the line. So this is it. Please, in case you are asking questions during the live stream, type in Q and then your question, so that this will make me follow the questions easier as they are popping in. Okay, so just question dash, or just at least Q dash and then your question. Okay, so let me just jump over here to the LemonAid cup and then answer Kevin Luke's question. So Kevin Luke was asking when's the release date for the new features this month. So this is what I just explained previously. This was similar to Ilya's question. We are starting on July 15th, and then we are rolling out until I think August or something. We will be rolling out different features, different upgrades, new platforms, new software, and things like this. So this is when we start, July 15th. For more information, as I mentioned previously, check out the Groovion video, and Christine shared it here. So State of Groovion live replay, you can just click in the comments of this live stream. She shared it there. Okay, so I have a question from Sean Spong or Spong. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but he's saying, hi David, I wanted to ask if you have a tutorial on how to put an image on the background of my website page and have all my information content move up and down as my guests scrolling through. How to do that, and how to link buttons to link to other pages. If I have a page work with me that summarize each program, then have a read more button, that button links to the page with the details. Also, how to link a PLR sales page to my website to sell my books for courses or my books or courses. Okay, so Sean in this comment is asking 3 different questions. So I will break it up with the first one, answering the first one. I wanted to know if you have a tutorial on how to put an image on the background of my website page and have all my information content move up and down as my guest scrolling through. So what he is wondering about how to use the parallax effect. So when we are in our GrooveFunnels dashboard, we need to go over here to GroovePages. This is the platform to build our websites. You're probably familiar with it already, but I will just demonstrate how to work with this parallax effect. So this is just a demo site that I was playing with over here. Okay, so I have here this first content, and I want to put another block down here. Let me just see. I'll just put an empty block like this one over here below. Come on, not above, below. Perfect. And I will place a background image into the block section of it. So I reveal the expert mode, click on the background, choose an image, and then let's just use this staircase. Okay, select, and then here is our image in the background. I will reveal it with putting something on here, just an icon, so that it is visible. So now I have my background that I will make parallax so that it is staying on the page and everything else is moving up and down. But I need to put something below as well. So I will just simply copy this block over here. Like that. Okay, it's not this that I want to move, but the whole thing. I want to put it below here. Okay, so now I have content above the thing that I want to make parallax and below, so I can actually scroll through the page. So there is this scrolling needed. Okay, so I want to make this parallax effect. So I need to click on the block and come over here where the background image is. So this is where we selected the background image. And once you scroll down a bit, you click on to check this parallax. Now look what happens when we are scrolling. So the image is staying put where it is, and all the other sections on the page are basically moving away as we are scrolling. So this is the parallax effect that you click on, then the image here that we set up is sticked to the background, and actually everything else is moving. So this is the parallax effect that Sean is wondering about. So this is how you set this up, Sean. I didn't do a separate video on this one, but I think I could maybe create a smaller, shorter video on explaining this. So the second question is how to, okay, so this part, how to do that and how to link buttons to link to other pages. If I have a page, work with me that summarize each program, then have a read more button. That button links to the page with the details. Okay, so let's just make this button go over to a different page. I'll create another page. As you said, this will be about the content. I'll just select any template over here. So as you can see now, I have the home page, and then I have this page 2. I will just rename it so it will be easier for us to find it and understand. So this is more info. Okay, so this is the more info page. So if we come over here to our home page and we want to link this button to go to the more info page that we just created, we just simply click on the button in the upper right hand corner here in this sidebar. We click the configure, and then here link to, we choose page, and then we can choose the page more info, and then basically that is it. You can make it open in a new tab, so you can do that one as well, but I'll just leave it here. And then here is the button that the text that will appear on the button. So read or learn more or anything. So now when you set this up, then you can learn more about this. You would need to design the button. In my case, I did some styling on the button so it is appearing like this, but you would need to design your button to look good. On my side, it is not looking the best now, but this is how you set up the configuration. So you choose the page and then you choose the page that you want them to send, one of these that you already set up. Okay, so this is the second question from Sean, and also how to link a PLR sales page to my website to sell my books or courses. So link a PLR sales page. I'm not quite sure what you mean by this one. In case you want to send people from a button, let's just say you want to use this button, and then when somebody clicks on, let's just say PLR, clicks on this PLR button, now they're sent over to somewhere where you have this PLR content displayed. You can just use a URL, and you just type in here the URL where you have the content. Let me just find any URL over here from YouTube. This will be my content, for example. I will just copy this link, and I will just paste it here. Once you paste it, the update button will not be pink, so you just need to click your left or right or any button on your keyboard. This will make the update button pink. Now when you click update, save, and now the PLR button, when it's clicked, it will be sending people over to your content, which is maybe hosted somewhere else. Good. So these were questions from Sean. Let me just see if we have received any questions in the live stream. Okay. So Spontaneous Education is asking, I had someone ask me about the resetting clock on the landing page. So what landing page? I hope this is on your page. So this is a countdown timer that you can set up on your pages. So let me just delete everything here so that it is a bit easier to follow. So in case you're wondering about the countdown timers, you can set this up for yourself as well over here. So you just scroll down in the elements tab and you find the countdown element. You just pull it in and then you can set it up yourself. I have actually a very good video on this part. When you are in the Groove Digital Facebook group, you can find this one easily by typing in coming soon page. Soon page, and I did a full build on building out an opt-in funnel. Sorry, not this one. Here I also talk about the coming soon page, but this is the blue one. Building out a coming soon page. This is where I went into depth on how to design your own coming soon pages and how to work with these countdown timers. So you can watch this video. It is also available from this link. So in the popular topics in post live demos. In case you are asking about the countdown timer on the GrooveFunnels websites, this countdown timer is saying, if you read it correctly, we are so this offer is safe, or basically you can purchase this offer during the timer until the timer ends for sure. Later on, it is not for sure that you can still get access to that one. So this is a countdown timer that is making people act quicker on it, but the lifetime deal is actually ending very, very soon. So this countdown timer is very useful for us so that we don't have to actually push people. The countdown timer, when you put it on your page, it will make people make the action of fear of missing out. So this is the FOMO effect that people think about when they see a countdown timer on a page. So this is very good to have. We are also using it. Every marketer out there that is using countdown timers is having a lot of success. So I suggest you to use it as well. Okay. I have Prakash here. After upgrading to Platinum, can I change my email? Yes. So when you come over here, So when you are in the GrooveFunnels, you need to come over here to My Account. So this is in the upper right hand side corner, this hamburger menu, My Account, and this is where you type in your new email. Then you click Update, and then you are good to go. Spontaneous education. Sorry, I'm driving, but as continuation of my question, how do I handle answering this when the final date of being able to be a lifetime member I already purchased? Okay, so he is actually asking about the countdown timer on the GrooveFunnels website. So just say that the offer is going, it's not going away. So this needs to be addressed. I suggest you to watch the State of Groovion video. This offer is not going away. It will just be more expensive, and the people that sign up later on after we did the launch, it will not have the same amount of, for example, email subscribers and number of membership sites that you can do with this one. So it will be limited. Now you have unlimited package. Later on, it will be more limited. They will need to pay more and get less for upgrading to a lifetime deal. So it is not going away. Just mention that to them. The lifetime deal is not going away, but it is going to be certainly more expensive, and you will get less. So this is why you need to act now. It will be 100% be gone by July 15th. So you can just say, if you don't purchase until July 15th, you are basically you are forced to purchase the more expensive options. Okay, so not okay. So Nicole was saying not on the GrooveFunnels sales page. Yeah, so this is the answer to that one. Carolyn Baker is saying neat trick there on the delete page. Would be nice to have a button to delete or reset the template on the page. I think what you mean, Gary, is to delete the templates. We already have an option to delete our templates. But if you mean about this trick that I did here, it would be good in case there would be just a delete button to delete everything here. And this I will probably put as a feature request. So I agree with you. Okay, so I don't have any more questions in the comment section on the live stream video. So I will continue with Ren's question over here. 2 questions. 1, okay, I'll just highlight it so I answer it separately. How to get GDPR installed in GroovePages? Where do we paste the code, and any suggestion for the best ones to use? So Ren is Ren is most probably from Europe, and he needs to install GDPR, this cookie policy, and basically to publish his page and to be able to purchase to be able to sell something within the European Union. Sorry, guys. I need to drink some lemonade. I forgot about this. So, as I was saying, GDPR needs to be installed on the sites from the Europe so that you can actually sell things online, because this is in regards to the privacy policy of the people coming to your page. What I found is, after he asked this question, I just Googled it quickly, and I found out that there is I just typed in GDPR HTML widget, because this is how I would search for it in case I would be in need of something like this. And the first one that came up was CookieScript. CookieScript is a website where you can actually create these kind of cookie policy widgets that will be popping up on your page when somebody loads it in. So in case you are looking to do GDPR and CCPA compliant websites, you can come over here to CookieScript. As you saw, there are many other websites that you can use: Cookie Hub, free website policies, and I don't know, there's loads of these. I just clicked on the first one because this was the highest on the highest ranking on the page. So I actually created a free account. You can create a free account. You get a limited account that you can use. but I think it is good enough in case you're starting. So Ren, to answer your question, I would suggest you to go to cookie-script.com, and then you register. You can create a free account, and then let me just quickly show you how you can create some cookies. This cookie policy thing is. So once you are logged in, you just need to add a new website, and this is where you set it up. So for example, Lemon Media cookie policy, then you decide about the design. So you want the full pop-up, like to pop up in the middle of the page. You want it only on the bottom of the screen. You want it on the bottom of the screen, but it to be bigger, and then something that we had pop up multiple times when we loaded in this website. So let's just say I want it full screen. Then you actually set this up here, your website URL. So I'll just type in my website. Okay, lemonmedia.online. And then you set it show accept all, show decline all, and then you can change the colors, you can change the appearance, you can do translations. I think this is only available on paid programs of this software, but yeah, you can basically set it up. Once you are ready to preview it, you can click save and preview, and then it will pop up basically here. So item saved, and this is how it would look like. As you see, it is popping up in the middle of our page, and then you can put this very easily to your site. And where you would need to put this one is over here. So you, in the upper right hand side corner, you click the site settings, and then in one of these, either the head or the body bottom, you would need to input your code that you get from CookieScript, and then this is how it will load in whenever somebody visits your page. So this is the code includes on your site settings, not on the page setting, but on the site settings. So it is on every page on your website. So this is the answer to first question from Ren. The second, I change my page's extension, okay, to .shop. So he purchased a custom domain instead of page 6. Okay, I have purged the cache from CloudFlare and waited for 4 days. It is all messed up, and it is not showing any of my updated pages. It looks fine inside GroovePages. What do I do here? Thank you so much. Okay, let's just see Ren's page. Okay, it is getting a 404 error. So Ren's paintbrush.shop animal watercolor. Let's just test it out like this. Okay, so Ren's paintbrush.shop is showing up correctly, but / animal watercolor. Animal, let me see. Animal dash watercolor is showing up. Okay, so Ren, what I suggest, I mean, you can see that you set up your CloudFlare and everything up very nicely. What I suggest is to delete the dash from this one. So just put animal watercolor or something like this without the dash. Try to test it out with this. I think the dash is making the software lose its power when published. So try to test it out without the dash. In case it doesn't help, try to just make one word like this one, animal water, or just type in watercolor and then a different category on the page. Here, what you are trying to do is put a category for this one, animal watercolor. Okay, so I think you already did that, animal dash watercolor, and then you created the animal watercolor. Okay, and it is loading up nicely. So I think this is the problem, that GroovePages doesn't like the dash inside. So I'm not quite sure, Ren, if this is something that you succeeded now with or not, but I can see it is loading up nicely from this menu item over here. So please test it out without the dashes in case you are having issues like this when publishing your page. Try without the dash. It should be looking good. Okay, so bam. Let me just answer a couple of questions here from the live stream. Okay, I have Carolee asking a question. David, have you heard if full screen video headers will be an option in the future? Yes, Carolee, I know that this will be available, and because it is over here, feedback.groovefunnels.com, there is in the GroovePages feature request, there is one that is saying video with video images. Okay, so um, this one, and then video blocks as well. So both of these are ranking very high on this feedback.groovefunnels.com. um, so I know it will be coming. When, I'm not quite sure when, but this is a feature request, and if it is here, it is on the Trello board from our developers. So this is the process that they are working on. So I saw that their Trello board, it is very, very crowded, I have to say. And then if somebody upvotes something here, and then if it has more votes than the previous one, so this will come up. So the highest ranking, the highest positioned feature requests are coming on the top of the Trello board, and this is what they will be focusing on when adding on new features. So if it is here, if it will be coming. Okay, let me just close this one. I don't need YouTube as well. I'll leave this, and I will close this. Animal watercolors we don't need. I will just go on to answer the next questions. So Sean has another question over here. Also, how to add a blog from outside my Groove website. So in case you have a blog and you want to link it together with your GroovePages website, I created a separate video on this one, which is also you can find it here in the live demos or on YouTube. So let me just show you how you can search on YouTube. I always show you in the Facebook, but I want to show you also on how to search for YouTube on YouTube. So connect a blog to GroovePages. Okay, connecting your blog to GroovePages, and then it is here, how to connect your blog to GroovePages. It's a half-an-hour video that you can just click and then learn how to actually connect your blog. It is pretty simple. I will not be answering it now in this live sessions because it is over here a shorter video. Usually my videos are quite long, like an hour long, but these videos are very digestible, and you can click on it, learn it quickly, and then you are good to go. Okay. Did you know GroovePages is not 100% mobile compatible on iPhone yet? The image does not conform to the iPhone's screen size. If the image is wide, it will get cut off. I did not see that one, but I know that that this responsiveness is being worked on, because, as you know, Yoshi, we are adding on this feature so that you can drag the sizing. So you click and you drag the sizing of different elements on the page, and this needs to work fluently with these. This needs to work very well with the responsiveness. So the responsiveness is being worked on. It could be that there is a bug because we are continually working on it, but it could be that this is just something the developers will need to have a look at. So what I suggest is to go over here to feedback.groovefunnels.com and just report this as a bug. So GroovePages bugs, just report it here, and then they will see if this needs to be worked on, or if this is something that will be fixed once the that drag and drop sizing is finished. So this is my recommendation. Okay, let me just see if there are any more questions here. Sean is asking another question. With GroovePages, I should be able to build my dream website. I'm getting closer to upgrading, but I need to learn more and get my business going. So yes, it is possible to build your dream website, and I do this in most of my videos. So you can do amazing stuff with GroovePages. It is a bit buggy, but it is because it is in beta mode right now. In beta mode, I don't know. But anyway, it is not a complete platform at this moment. The things that it can do, it is just incredible, because it is just a couple of months old project, and it can do a lot of things that other big platforms can do. So I understand you, Sean. It will be possible to create your dream website. It will be connected to your membership site, to your emails autoresponder, to everything. Everything will be working together. So you don't need to worry. We just need a bit of time to get it actually rolling. Brittany Mills is asking, do you do a video on how to add live streaming to a website? So I'm not quite sure what do you mean by live streaming on a website. When you do live streaming, you usually do in situations like me on Facebook or YouTube. In case you want to add on a YouTube live stream that, for example, I'm doing now, I'll just head over to YouTube and just copy over this one that I'm doing. It will be over here. So as you can see live now, I would just come over here, copy the link address, and then I would pop it just on a page. Okay, I will just pull in a wireframe block. Yeah, I'll just use this one. Element, I will pull in a YouTube video because I just copied over the YouTube link. Okay, so this is my YouTube link over here. I want to make the video a bit smaller, so I'll just resize it relative to the parent. I'll just make it 80% like this, and I want to configure it. So I just paste in this part, delete everything that is basically the equal sign and everything before that, and then I just update. So this, as you can see, I embedded now the live streaming that is happening right now. So you're watching the live stream and I embedded it here on my page within GroovePages. So in case you are wondering about this one, you can do it, Brittany. So this is possible. Yes, I will like it because I answered it. Hi David, Emily here. Just a quick one. I've been running a store on Shopify. I'm aware that we can also run an online store with GrooveKart, but the problem is that I didn't buy the domain name from Namecheap or GoDaddy, etc. I bought it through Shopify. So my question is, how would I go from there if I wanted to switch my Shopify store to Groove? Thank you, David. So Sue over here answered it with a link, but I want to teach you how you can find out answers to questions like this. So in case you have your domain on Shopify, Shopify needs to make an article about how you can actually use that domain, because in case you purchase the domain through them, they need to make it available so that you transfer it somewhere else as well. So in this case, what I would do first before doing anything, transfer a domain from Shopify. Okay? And then they need to tell you, okay, so help.shopify.com. You see, there is already content on that one, so you can just click on it, transferring a domain, and then you can learn everything. They give step-by-step instruction on what you need to do. I don't suggest you to transfer your domain to GrooveKart, as Sue recommended over here. You would need to create your store on GrooveKart before doing this, and then I think she is mentioning here to transfer your domain to GrooveKart. I don't suggest that. I suggest you to transfer your domain to one of these: Bluehost, GoDaddy, Google Domains, and Namecheap. These are the best domain names platforms out there, and I use Namecheap. I never had any issues with Namecheap. They give awesome support, and this is why I'm there. I was with GoDaddy. There just didn't work for me. You could have different experiences, but I am Namecheap user, and I will stay a Namecheap user until, listen to this, guys, until Groove Domains comes out. So yeah, Groove Domains will be something that we will be integrating within GroovePages, as Shopify has the ability so that you can purchase domains from them. We will have that integrated also in GroovePages. So once you open a GroovePages store, you will be able to actually purchase a domain immediately within GroovePages. So you will not have to go out there, connect it with CloudFlare, connect it with this, connect it with that. It will be very integrated, and we're working together. So yeah, Okay, that is the answer to that question over here. So please just Google these types of things. It is very easy to find answers to transfer domain from Shopify. Bam. Okay, before I answer Tony's question, I will just jump into here. Question from Paul. I sell a product that's shipped worldwide from the UK. Is it possible when someone visits my site from outside the UK, they see pricing in their local currency and not in pound sterling? If the person visits my site from the US, the price will automatically be displayed in dollars. If they visit from Australia, the price will be displayed in Australian dollars. This is, I believe, available within GrooveKart, Paul. If you do what I suggested on the last Q&A session, if you put all your products into GrooveKart and then just embed it to your GroovePages site, or just wait for these two platforms to be integrated, it will be possible. Until then, my.groovekart.com, go in there. In the settings tab, there is a currency option. So you can set up different currencies there. To be honest, I didn't really explore in depth if this exact situation is possible, so that with IP addresses or looking through the browser language, that the GrooveKart decides what currency to offer. So this is in the settings, international, and then here you have countries and currencies. I think you can add on the countries. This is for the languages. You can also test this adding on countries for shipping and for everything else. So this will be available for people when they are checking out. They will be able to just choose the countries that you add on, and then in the currencies, you can choose the different currencies that you want to work with. Okay, enabling international currencies, and then you enable them over here, and they will be, I'm not quite sure if they will see it automatically when they visit your site, or they will have to choose it, but you have the option to offer them different currencies. Yeah, so this is possible within GrooveKart. It is not added on in GrooveSell yet. I don't even think that this will be added on to GrooveSell, because this is something that a payment gateway will do. So in case somebody visits from I don't know, Australia, and you are selling it in British pounds, the payment gateway is the one that needs to convert or actually do these conversions. In e-commerce platforms like GrooveKart, this will be available, but in GrooveSell, I don't think this will be added on. Maybe not at the beginning, maybe later on, but now at this moment, it is not in there. Okay, so this was the answer to Paul. Let's just see. I knew that people will Groove Domains, mind blown. I actually know very extremely little about this one. This was just in a one sentence that I heard with talking with the managers. I don't know if this will be called Groove Domains, but GroovePages will have a domain section that will be available inside, so you will be able to purchase your domains there as well. Okay, wow, awesome, thank God. Dean is saying Namecheap is by far the best. You can't go wrong. I agree with Dean completely. Namecheap has been working the best so far for me. I actually went through Dinadot or Dynadot. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce their name. I was with Bluehost. I was with GoDaddy. I never tried Google Domains, and the only thing the only reason is because Namecheap has cheaper domains. And once I went to Namecheap, I never really tried anything else because I didn't have the need to. So I tried Namecheap and I stayed there. Okay, Yoshi's saying, yes, the first time hearing about Groove Domain. Can we buy domains from Groove Domain for our GroovePages sites and not just GrooveKart? Yes, so this will be integrated for GrooveFunnels. This will be inside GrooveFunnels. So once you purchase a domain, it will be working. What we are also working on is making it very easy to connect your store with your GroovePages. So this means that once you have a GroovePages website and you have a GrooveKart store, we need to make it very simple so that you can actually connect it together. This was a conversation I had not long ago with Donna and John Garcia from the support. We were discussing this, that it is at this moment very hard to link it together so that somebody clicks the shop button and they are transferred over to GrooveKart. At this moment, GrooveKart is loading in quite slowly and everything. But once this is integrated, it will be much faster, and it will be easier to actually put a store link to your site in case you have your website in GroovePages. So this is something that is being talked about, and this is discussed within the manager circle. So I am pretty confident that this will be available very soon. Okay, I have Paul saying, thanks, David. I'm familiar with GrooveKart. I was just wondering if this was possible to do with GroovePages. Yes, so it is not possible, Paul. GroovePages is only the design part. GrooveSell is the brains of it in case you want to sell something, but you can add it as a feature request inside the feedback.groovefunnels.com. I didn't check if this was already there. So GrooveSell feature request. Let me just type in. Okay, so there is one here. I can see immediately, multi-currency. It would be perfect if multi-currency would be added to GrooveSell, especially Europe. Okay, so I'll just link it. I will just vote on it, and I'm not sure if this automatic changing is over here, but you can come over here to GrooveSell feature request, and then you can check it out. Maybe it is here, but I didn't actually check it in the last couple of days if there was any updates on it. Maybe you ought to publish a list of what won't be in Groove. It might be easier. I agree with Dean. Yeah, so Groove will be a one-stop shop for your digital marketing needs. In case you want to build a website, build a store, sell something online, use a payment gateway, Groove will be the place where people will go. If you need a domain, you will buy it there. If you need a store, you will build it there. So this is what the management is working on, and I'm pretty confident that they will succeed with the leadership they have, with the management they have. They will easily succeed with this goal. So I believe in their vision and how they are actually advancing with the updates, with the upgrades, with the plans they have for the future. I have no doubt this will be within the next couple of years. Namecheap has awesome customer service. I agree, Daphne. Okay, I have Pablo Rica asking a question. In GroovePages, jumping between the different device sizes, it's quite tricky. Maybe, David, you could enlighten us here. Pablo, let me just show you quickly. I will go out and find a website that I still didn't make it mobile responsive. And this is one of these that I was just building on Monday. I built out this landing page on Monday, and I believe I didn't make it fully mobile responsive. Yes, as you can see, it's all over the place. So this is your responsiveness options over here. Once you click on it and it's dark red, that means that this is the device that you are previewing. In case all of them are red, that means that you are designing for one device, but everything is changing. In case you just click on it one more time, only one is red, that means that you are only editing on this device. In case you change the colors or add something over here, it will not appear on other devices. It will only appear here. You can also do this for the smaller device. For example, on this one, this get started looks good. Kind of. I would probably need to push this up a bit so that the bottom is visible of this border. So let me just work on it here. As you can see in laptop view, this is pushed on the side, so that this button is too big first, and the second, it is just out of proportions. So it is moved on the side over here. So I will click on the laptop and I will edit my button on this one. And then as you can see over here, nothing changed, but only here we change it now. When we go back to this one, it is still out of proportions. So in the horizontal tablet view, it is still out of proportion. So I only edited it on this device because only this one was red. In case I would edit it like this, for example, I will edit it now in this view. Let me just find this button. It is looking okay. So on mobile, as you can see, it is also out of proportions. But as I chose edit on tablet and all other devices, let me just show you what happens actually when we make it smaller. Okay, and I want to edit the text size a bit like this. So now we edited all these three, and this one changed as well. You saw? So these three were changed. This one didn't change. It popped back because I didn't save it. This popped back only because I didn't save it. That is the only reason. But this is the intro to mobile editing. As I was saying previously, this one is still being worked on, so it is not fully developed yet because we are working on this dragging resizing feature that a lot of other builders have. This will make the lives of a lot of users much easier, and my one as well. This is connected to the responsiveness. So at this moment, we are still working on it. In case you see a bug, it is most probably because we are adding on this new feature, and this is a pretty big update. Basically, we are remodeling the whole back office code of this platform. So this is why it could give us still bugs when doing mobile responsiveness at this moment, but this will be fixed by the launch. Okay, so let me just jump over here and answer these questions. So Tony was asking, hi, I have a click to call button. I used telephone in this button, but it gives about error #blocked error on my mobile. Okay, so let's just have a look. So I believe this is because it doesn't have a calling number. Let's just make a button over here somewhere. Okay, let's just leave it here. So this is our button. I will make it big and red. So this is our button over here, and I want to make the background red, something like this. Okay. So I want to configure my button, and then I want to link it to a URL so that it says this TEL update. Okay. Let's just publish it, and let's just see what happens then. Button. Okay, about blank blocked. Okay, this is good. This is what he said that happened. Let me just try to figure out why this happens. So I encountered a lot of telephone numbers before, and I didn't have any issues once I typed in the calling number. So basically the country number. So for example, for America, it would be 01 001, and then the rest. I don't know how many digits it has to have, but let's just try it like this. So 001 and then on. Okay, publish, and let's just see if it works now. Button. Okay, about blank blocked. Let's just try to open this one in incognito window. Maybe this fixes it. About blank blocked. Okay, I think I would need to test this out a bit more. Let me try to add on a phone number that I believe would be working. Could be that just the phone number that we are trying to input is not good. So 00385, this is calling number for Croatia in case you're calling somebody. So this is my old number that I don't use anymore. So even if you call it, nobody will answer. So let me just publish. And the only reason I'm trying this number it's because I'm confident the number of characters is correct and the phone number is actually a phone number. So let me just go over here and then test it out in an incognito window. The only problem I have, it is not showing up down here what the link is. I think this is the main problem. I will need to test this out, Tony, and I will get back to you. In case you're watching the live stream, I will get back to you. Okay, that was not my intention over here. Okay, Antonio Bradley is asking, would the plus be needed before the number? Let's try it out. I used this type of method when I was doing the one-page website build. With a 0 was working. Let's try with the plus. Okay. Good. Publish. Bam. Try an incognito window. Yeah, it is, for some reason it is not working. It seems that this is a bug, but I will need to look into it and then get back to you, Tony. Okay. Good. Where did I stop? Chushi Wei saying, I can find AliExpress in GrooveKart. Let me just have a look and then show you quickly. I was there the other day, so there is that option. So my.groovekart.com. Login. You go over to the apps on the left-hand side menu. I'm actually working on a walkthrough of GrooveKart as well. I'm nearly finished, so you will be able to see a walkthrough of the dashboard very, very soon. So apps over here, and then in the app manager, there should be two options to connect with AliExpress. There is, come on, there is an option here and then just below it. So one is Dropified. Dropified is a popular company that you would need to have a subscription for to be able to work with it. Okay, not this one, sorry. Product and then find products. This is what I meant. So this is not where you need to go. It's find products. So product, find products. This is because you want to find your products. Okay. So Dropified, as I was telling you, Dropify is actually a platform that you can connect to AliExpress, but there is also this JKey GrooveKart AliConnect. So this is also available here. You can just click on it and then this is it. Okay, Dean is saying, take care, David, everyone, have to scoot. So good to have you, Dean. Thank you very much for joining us, and then see you later on. Today we have also a GrooveKart live stream for day 7 or 8, I believe, of the GrooveKart challenge. So join us today. We will be revealing the winner of the essay and revealing everything that you need to know, finishing up our stores. So it will be awesome. Join us today. It will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is where you can connect it to AliExpress. Where do I place address or location of a physical shop for SQL search? I'm not familiar with SQL search, so I'm not able to tell you, but in case you want to place an address or a location for a physical shop, usually this is done within GroovePages in the contact blocks. So let me just show you. There are blocks that you can use, and this is contacts. Okay, something like this, and then you pop it in there, and then you can add it here, or as it is on this block, contact us, visit us, things like this. So I'm not familiar at all with SQL search, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But once you do these ones, you will be able um, to actually work with. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Per Angerstering. Per Angers. And sorry. Per Angerstig. Okay, this is a Swedish name, I believe. Today we're celebrating Sweden. Yeah. So this is why I had some difficulties. But what he is asking is, David, is there any automatic process to transfer my web shop from WordPress into GrooveKart? What is the best way to transfer it? Here is my website. So at this moment, GrooveKart doesn't have an importer yet. It only has an importer from Shopify, and it is somewhere in the settings. I think in the settings, and then sorry, not apps, and there is the Shopify import feature. But we don't have the feature to bring it in from WooCommerce at this moment. You would need to import your products manually to GrooveKart to be able to use it at this moment. Maybe it will be coming, maybe it will not be coming, so I'm not able to answer that one. But yeah, it is not available at this moment. You would need to create products separately. Mm, I know that Christine Case asked on the last webinar on GrooveKart, is there an import feature that where you can use a CSV file to import your products? And John, who is a pro in this one, he said that there is none. This feature is not available. So in case you're on Shopify, you can migrate everything over to GrooveKart using this one, but we don't have a WooCommerce migration tool at this time. Okay, let me just go over here. Hello, David. Question: can you register more than one domain for free using Cloudflare? Yes, I tested it with, I think, 10 different 8 different domains on Cloudflare, and I was still offered the add a new site function. So I didn't test how many exactly, but you can add on multiple different domains for free on the free Cloudflare account. So yes, it is possible. Helen saying learning. Awesome. Is there a point of sale available with GrooveKart that we have in Shopify? I have online store and offline also, so I don't think that this is available. The point of sale, the POS system is not something that we have available at this moment in GrooveKart. I'm not sure if this will be coming or not, but you can request that feature when you are in your GrooveKart. You can come over here to request the feature. Actually, let's go and see if this is already okay. So only report box. So POS. There is no feature for POS showing up at this moment over here. So if you want, you can head over here to groovekart.canny.io/feature request, and you can request it here. At this moment, it is not showing up, so I don't believe that this was requested before. Okay, is the order bump ready to go yet? And then Ufiber is saying, I also want to know this. So Amber, I have a good news and a bad news. So the bad news is that it's not here yet. Once it will be live, you will be able to see it inside GrooveSell. When you're setting up your product, there will be the order bump option, but at this moment it is not available yet. So let me just show you quickly where you will be able to find that one, and this will be in the bumps section. So we are now editing our product, and in the bumps it is now saying coming soon. So once it will be active, this will be gone. This will be most probably during the rollout launch, when we are trained as well to give you feedback and help you out. And of course, you can bet on it that I will be doing video courses and tutorials on how to use it. But for now, you can search for Groove Sell. No, um, order bump Groove. Here, I actually did a video on this explaining order bumps, variants, and packaging your offer in GrooveSell. So this was streamed 6 days ago, and I can tell you that this is a good video to watch. It explains a lot. So if you are interested in order bumps and everything, I will actually share this video with you immediately here in the group. Where is it? Over here. I will reply to everybody. And Fox, okay. This way you will know. At this moment we don't have it active yet, but this is a workaround. I have a question for Pablo. Question: opt-in form to MailChimp works, but only the email. I tried so many times to have an input for name, but sadly didn't work. Am I doing something wrong? I don't believe, Pablo, you are doing something wrong. What I believe is that MailChimp update, when they updated this system very recently, they did something so that the names and the other information. So for example, in case you want to pull in the name and your last name through the form, that it is not pulling it in anymore through an API. So at this moment, I reported this to the head developers in GroovePages and to the people that are working on the integrations, and they are checking this out. This is high on their priority list because they think this is due to MailChimp changing some things in their own code. It was working, it was pulling in names and emails when I did a video on that one, but at this moment it seems that it is having difficulties and having problems. So in case you have another option, another integration that you can use, until then I suggest you to do it. Or if you want, you can also take an embeddable form from MailChimp and then use that one. So you embed it to your own site and use that one instead of the GroovePages form. Basically, instead designing your own form within GroovePages. I know that this is a bit tricky. It is working with code and developing new software. It can be tricky and buggy. So I apologize for this. We are working on figuring this out. Let's just see. Viber is saying not able to register for GroovePay. I am from India. Do they provide services to USA? So they should be. I mean, there are some countries that at this moment are not available within GroovePay. Could be that India is one of them. I'm not familiar with this one, but you can contact GroovePay support. So in case you go to GroovePay.com, actually we are doing on making GroovePay much stronger and much better and everything. If you've seen the Groovion video, you are probably familiar with what is coming, but I would suggest you to contact them either over here or on a support desk, and get in contact with them. See what is possible. What can you do if you are from India? This is my only solution I can offer you. Yoshi is saying, can you demo how to clone a page and edit the contents without needing to exit the GroovePages? I would love to see how this works, and I really don't want to rebuild everything from the ground up again. Okay, Eric, I was able to get the HTML source code from my WordPress site, a duplicate. Okay, so let me just go in there and then show you, Yoshi. So you want to clone a page and edit the contents without needing to exit GroovePages. I did a video on this one. It is called speed fast pages, fast how to build pages and sites fast on GroovePages. This one, or reusing reusing GroovePages. I also did another video on this one on how to reuse your designs on GroovePages. I think this video was uploaded only to Facebook. But anyway, I will show you just a quick demo over here. In case you are in GroovePages, you want to clone the whole website. You do it through here. So let's say I want to clone this website. I would click over here and then clone. So I am within GroovePages now. I just clone the website. What this will do is clone all the pages. In case you have multiple pages, it will be cloning all the pages. In case you have tracking codes for Facebook pixels and things like this, it will be cloning that one as well. So it will actually make the same. It will be making a duplicate. If this is looking like this will look like this. So it is complete clone. What you can do, you can also go in there and actually, let me just open it. This is a site I'm working on for a friend. I don't want to say anything else, but this is a pretty nice website that I'm working on. So let's say that you want to just use this page again and again for your different designs. You can save it as a template. So once you save it as a template, it is being saved. We'll wait for the box over here to show up. Actually, yeah, here we go, content saved. And now in case I'm creating a new page, I can just choose from my templates. The last one will be the one that we just saved. So you can preview it, you can select it. In case you don't need it anymore, you can just simply delete it. So this is how you reuse your page, basically. It will not be copying over the tracking codes and everything from this page where you set this up, but it will be importing only the design. Okay, so we saved the design as the template. In case you want to, for example, you set up the tracking codes and everything on this page and you want to copy over the page and the tracking codes and everything just for some different purpose. You can click on this one here and then clone the page. In case you set up tracking links or something here, it will also be copied. So in case you clone a page, it will copy over everything, the tracking codes, the everything, the design as well. So this is also an option. What I do suggest you is to watch this how to build pages and sites fast on GroovePages. I go into more details on all the aspects and all the options to not need to rebuild everything. I'll actually just copy this link over here and then share it with you guys. I'll just reply to Yoshi because he was the first one asking the question. I'll just pop this one over here. Oh, come on. Here we go. Jocelyn Johnson, is there a way to build in GrooveKart shop? Sorry, is there a way to build in your GrooveKart shop to a regular website? Okay, build in. Looking to do memberships and subscriptions when that is released, but I want my product to also be part of the site all in one place. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about earlier. We are having conversations about this one. We need to make it easier for our users to have everything on the same place. So in case you have a page on GroovePages and you have your store in GrooveKart, before GrooveKart becomes free, we need to make it super easy for the people to be able to use it. So this is something we are working on at this moment, only through linking together. So let's say you make a button on GroovePages. I'll do this quickly. Let's say that I want to make this button go over to my store. So I would type in over here store, and then I would click a URL and go to https David GK store .groovekart.com, something like this. Something like this is their domain. I'm not very familiar, but in case this is, then we just we just do this one, and then basically if somebody clicks over here, they will be transferred over to your store. At this moment, just the linking is possible. Later on, we will make it super easy for you guys to just choose your store from this pop-up over here. Okay, I have a question from Carrie Lee. When the price increases, I'd imagine the sales page will change as well. Will the old pages automatically forward to the new pages so that we don't have to change all our affiliate tracking links on the backend, or will we get new affiliate links? So the affiliate links are your links that are going over to GrooveSell.com, GrooveFunnels.com, GroovePages.com. So we are not going to be deleting these pages. We are just going to be redesigning them. So in case you already set up your links, we don't want them to be broken once we launch. So it's a good question, Carrie. Thank you very much. But in case you are promoting us, we don't want these promotion links to disappear. So you will not have to change your links. We will do our part so that everything is updated there. What you are asking is when the price increases. Okay, so this is not when will the price increase, but when the price increase. Okay, so yeah, you will not need to change your links. It will be changed. It will stay the same. Okay, so building your GrooveKart to your GroovePages store, this I answered. How to send first name and last name in addition to email ID to MailChimp. The process you had explained earlier does not work. So Anand, this is the thing that I just explained earlier to Pablo as well. MailChimp, they changed something on their end so that they are not taking the names anymore within this API integration that we have set up. We will test it out again. I will test it out once Zapier is done, to use Zapier, and also the developers are working on the native integration with MailChimp. They're fixing this issue. They're trying to figure out why this happens. What I've seen, and the developers sent me a video where MailChimp is actually working on a paid account. So I think this is only related to the free accounts. In case Anand or Pablo, you have free accounts as well as I do, it was not working for me on a free account. Maybe it will work once you upgrade, but don't do that only because our developers had succeeded with this one. Yeah, basically we'll just need to work for Zapier to come. Zapier will be able to communicate with MailChimp then, but we are also working on that in the backend. Bryce Coleman, help with making the mobile view work better. If there is already videos on it, let me know. I was having trouble finding training on it yesterday. So yes, Bryce, I understand your frustration. I actually created video on this one. It is in the tutorial videos. Once you're in the Facebook group, tutorial videos, there is a video on this, how to optimize text across the different devices. This is what I would suggest, and I would also copy this link for you over here. Bryce, here we go. However, as I mentioned previously, we are working on this one. I know that this is not sunshine and rainbows, but we are actually developing something that will make everybody's life easier. So it could be that bugs happen during the mobile optimization process. Okay, so Prakash is saying, sorry, David, free MailChimp account also working for me. What I meant to say is that it is pulling in emails, but the name and the last name, it is not pulling in. That this is what the people are having difficulties. So if you are using name and last name, Prakash, maybe you can enlighten us how you managed to get it work. That would be awesome. I would appreciate it a lot. So Carolee, she asked a question as well here. I'm looking to change the text linked highlight color. I'm trying to make a footer similar to the GroovePages Lite footer. Let me just see how GroovePages Lite has a footer. I'm not quite sure if this is what you mean. GroovePages over here. Okay, so this one. Where is the here? This site built with GroovePages. Okay, so GroovePages Lite, the black bar at the bottom, okay? With my own affiliate link behind it. The text highlight color is actually set to bright blue for the entire thing except Groove, which for some reason is white. I'd like to change the whole thing to be white and then change the hover color as well. So Carolee, I don't suggest you to use the highlight color for this one. I will quickly show you how to build it. I'll come over here to GroovePages, to this test site that I was using. Okay. So what I'd suggest you, Carolee, to do is not the highlight color on a text, but to pull in a block, a footer block, and do it there, or just an empty block and resize it. You will need to do more with this one, but in case you just pull in, let's say, just a paragraph text, and then work with this one, this part of it. Okay, we want the text to be in the middle. And then you remember how to set up the links. So basically, let's say lorem ipsum dolor, we want to make this a link. Once we make it a link, go to google.com. Okay, press enter. It transfers over to this bright blue color. Once you select this one, and then let's say we want to make this white with an underline, and then the rest we want to make white. Here in the background of the block, we just set up the black color, okay? And then you space it out a bit. I would put some padding over on the top, bottom, like this, and then you can play with it. So now this is clickable. As you can see, my mouse cursor changes to a hand so that this is clickable. Here is text, but here is a link. So this is how I would do it, Carolee. So don't use the highlight. It is just a mess. But use this one, just an empty container, put a paragraph text in it, and just change it over the part where you want the link to be. So this is my suggestion. Okay. Justin, question. I have lots of affiliate links and referrals from other sites and apps. How can I put them in the funnels, GrooveFunnels, or anywhere? I have a lot of affiliate links and referrals from other sites. In case you are talking about affiliate links from like this ClickBank and JVZoo and things like this, I am happy to announce, or not announce, but happy to say that this is available within Groove Affiliate. So once you come into Groove Affiliate, you can just do trackings. This is, sorry, no, GrooveSell. GrooveSell and then funnels, because you're actually setting up something that you are selling. So you need to set up a tracking, and then this is where you set it up already. So I set up a ClickBank product. Let's just go over it, how I set it up. So you type in the name and the description of what it is, the type of a product that it is. So it is in a link that you have, so you just pop it in as a link. Then you go over here to the goals. What do you want to track? You want to track a purchase or what, and then you add it over here. You set this up. You can also set up the advanced settings in case you have some Google Tag Manager, Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics, or something like this. You can pop it in here. If you are promoting it using paid ads, you can put your approximate cost per click or average cost per click, and then here the tracking IDs in case you are tracking where this sale is coming from. For example, the sale came from Google ads, or the same sale came from Facebook ads. You can set these parameters over here in case you know what you're doing. So in case you don't, then I suggest you to just sit watching a couple of tutorials. It is available on YouTube. tracking parameters from Facebook ads, tracking parameters from Google and from Google ads and things like this. You can learn about it. You just pop in the name of the parameter, the tracking parameter, this code that you get, and then you are good to go. This will be tracking where the sale is coming from. And then you click Save Next, and on the finish part you have your link. So this is the link that you need to share with everybody. Then GrooveSell will be tracking the purchases, the everything, and you will have a link that has on it your pixels, so people don't need to visit your site to actually have the customer pixelated, not pixelated, but tracked using the pixel and things like this. So it is very, very powerful. You can start using it immediately. It is available. How can I put them in funnels, GrooveFunnels, or anywhere? So this is how. Okay, I have a couple of questions over here. I have Paul Jones asking, David, I've got to leave. I have another live. Okay, no problem. Thanks for another great Q&A. You always over-deliver and provide a great deal of value. Thank you very much, Paul, for staying, and enjoy your other live stream. Eldon, question, is there a way to take off a text background? I have not found a point on drop down that will delete the text back. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, sure. Let me jump in and show you. So this is when you're putting in for example, a navigation bar or a header bar or something like this, it actually puts in the text background as well. And I know what Eldon is saying. I will show you, Eldon, what you need to do. So I will just pop in. Okay. That so navigation bar, I'll just use it from the wireframes. I don't like those pre-designed ones. So for example, this one, it has, as you can see, this is white and this is some kind of a gray blue mix. So let's say I want to click over here and then change this background color. So I want this background to be actually white, to blend in. So over here, this text is staying, the background of this text is staying gray, or this blue shade that it had before. So Eldon, what you need to do is click on this one. And then here you see there is 2 green dots over here. So the text is edited, the text color and the text size is changed. And then also the background has another one. So once you change the background to white, then it pops back, and then voila, you have it removed. So once you see something edited on here, like this green dot, that means that there is a change on there. So this is what you would need to do to remove the background styling on these elements. Okay. Really saying, awesome, thank you. I wasn't trying to highlight it, automatically did it, but good to see you can change it back. Yeah, perfect. Joseph is asking, I changed my previous change to VSL page and created a new home page, but the extension index is the same for both the pages, and I'm unable to link both to the pages. How can I solve this? Okay, so what Joseph is saying, that he created a page, okay? He duplicated the index page, what I understand. Okay, once you duplicate the index page, you have an index copy page. This is still your index. This is still the home. As you can see here, there is no option here, and then here you see there is a set as home page. So the first index / index will be your home page. In case you did that, the second one can be changed very easily. So this will not be your home page. You can type in Joseph or anything. Joseph. Let's say, so this will be your website.com / Joseph will be the second page. Let me just read it one more time. I changed my previous page to VSL page, and I created my a new home page, but the extension index is the same. Okay, let's say I want to now use / Joseph as my home page. So it actually doesn't load in as / Joseph. I want it to load in as, I don't know, your website.com. So this is where you need to click over here and then set as home page. Now, as you saw, This is set up to index, and this changed to page-1. So I can just simply pull it up, and then the home copy, this was our Joseph page, this changed to our home page now. So if somebody types in just the custom domain, the main domain, the root domain, then this is the page that will be showing up. Okay, I have Lenifer Garrido saying, thanks, we need more like this Q&A. Yes, I have this every Thursday. I believe it is delivering a lot of value, and at one point I was also told this by the founders. At one point we will stop doing education like what I'm doing. When we have our software done, we will be mostly doing these Q&A type of things, because people will have specific problems that we need to solve, and once the tutorials will be done and in place, there is no need to create more and more and more just to repeat the same thing for the new members. So we will be holding these Q&A sessions more and more. I mean my original page, which I created initially. I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, Joseph, but the answer to your question, but in case I didn't, please ask a full a full question so that I can actually go in there and explain it. Eldon, thanks, David, but I want the text background to be non-existent, as in transparent. I haven't yet found a point on the drop down that you demoted. Okay, let me try something else. So I'm not quite sure if I understood the thing correctly, but I will try to show you something else, Eldon. I'll just design it myself. So if you choose something like this cover block, you can pull in an element, a navigation bar. Okay, like this one. Let's say now it is already aligned in here, so I will probably need to design it separately using the empty things. But yeah, I want to put in a background image, something like this. Okay, now there is a background image, and I want an element over here, and this is the navigation bar. I want to have this navigation bar on the top of it, and now, because this is an element, this is not a block, I can just remove the background color, and now it is actually transparent. So when I click on this one, Eldon, I can remove everything on it. So as you can see now, it is transparent in the background. Now once I change these icon colors, this and that, everything will be staying transparent. And as I add on more and more elements to this block, it will be on the background that has an image. So now I can design everything using for example, I want to pull in a YouTube video on it here in the middle, and everything is still staying on and transparent on the block itself. So I'm not sure if this is the thing that you're looking for or not. I hope you found something. As in transparent, I haven't yet found a point on that drop down that you demoted. Point on the drop down. I'm not sure what you're asking, what point on the drop down, but this is how you create a transparent navigation bars. Okay, let me just see. Okay, so this one was answered. Caroline is asking, hi David, will we be able to import a course created on learn-WordPress into Groove member? Thanks in advance. So there will be no automatic import at the beginning. I don't know if this is even possible later on, but at the moment you will need to create these courses yourself. In case you want to transfer everything from your previous platform, you would need to do that manually. So at this point there will not be an automatic import function. Okay, so this is it. Eldon, if you still have that question, please let me know. Until this point, I think I answered everything. It is now an hour and 40-minute live stream. I said I will make it quicker than previously, but yeah, life happens. So I guess, okay, Eldon is saying, yes, I know, and use that, but the text, if it has a background, I need to make the background transparent itself, so the block or the container background will show to the window text background. Eldon, if you could do a Loom recording, so there is a Loom video tool over here. You just click it and then you can decide what you want to record yourself and the screen as well. So just please record a video of you actually showing what you are trying to achieve so that I can understand better. Send it to me in a private message and I would be more than happy to help you with that one. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure I understand your question in a textual way that you're trying to explain it to me. So just please record a short description video and then I can help you with that. Anyway, guys, this was the LemonAid Thursday number 5. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. In case you have any other questions, please let me know in the group. And I have to announce that this week I was looking for an assistant that will be doing timestamping, and I'm happy to say that I found the perfect person that will be helping me timestamp these long videos, these Q&A sessions and things like this that are on YouTube. So we will be using those timestamps also in the help desk. So what my assistant job will be is to go on YouTube, find a video, watch the video, and then, okay, David, from this time till this time, he talked about that topic. Let's say how to change the color of a button. Okay, so this will be an option to just click in a video. So, for example, this is a video. In the description, there will be a timestamp. So from this time till this time, how to change a button color. Then the second thing, from this time till this time, how to put a background image and things like this. So these longer videos, like half an hour and longer, will all have timestamps on it. And then we can just right click on the timestamp, copy over the link, and then share it with somebody, maybe in a help desk, maybe in the Facebook group. So this way we will be able to communicate better, because sometimes people ask me, can you show me how to do this? And I just link the video, for example, a link an hour or a 2-hour video on it. So it is making people confused. And as I said previously, we are working on making this easier for everybody. There will be a point in time when all our videos that are coming, they will be just here in support at groovedigital.com. In case you have a question how to change a color, you will just type it in here, and then immediately there will be articles of how to change the color. You click on it and the video will start to play with the exact timestamp in a longer video. So I don't have to create different kind of content. I don't have to create shorter videos. We can still create these longer video live streams, but cut it up using timestamps so that it is on point for people that are looking only for that answer. This person will be starting to work from next week, so I'm very happy to announce that one. And your life will be easier, my life will be easier, and I will not be having to answer that many questions on, when will this be easier to find answers on everything. So yeah, this is my announcement, and this is for you guys. I actually wanted to do this by myself, but I want to provide you as much knowledge as possible. I want to provide you as much information as I can. And then if I would do this timestamping, it would just take a lot of time for me. So this is why I found somebody that will jump in and fill in these shoes. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining in the Thursday LemonAid session. Please let me know if this was good or not, if you enjoyed. And in case you have any more questions, just please pop them in the group. I will be happy to answer them for you. So that is it. Have a good rest of Thursday, and then please join us on the GrooveKart training later on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thank you everybody. See you there. Bye bye.